Okay, before we learn that the Gemara dismissed the answer of the crumbs, meaning the crumbs are not the reason why beetle is necessary. The Gemara doesn't give up, and the Gemara tries to repair the answer. The Gemara dismissed the answer of crumbs by saying that crumbs are insignificant, they have no value, and therefore they become nullified by themselves. But says the Gemara, if you want to say that maybe since they are watched indirectly through the rest of the house, meaning when I close the door of my house, I protect everything inside, not only the valuable items, but also the insignificant things such as crumbs. Maybe that indirect watching makes the crumbs important. The Gemara brings up Brisa to show that that's not true. Ve'atanya, didn't we learn in a Brisa, Sofe teheinim, if you have the end of the season figs, u'mishamer sadeh mipnei anavim, and you're watching your field because of the grapes that you have in the field. Or another case, Sofe anavim, if they are the end of the season grapes, u'mishamer sadeh mipnei makshaos u'mimei matlaos, and you're watching your field because of the cucumbers or because of pumpkins. So this is a case where you have something that is valuable, either the grapes, or else in the second case you have the cucumbers and the pumpkins, and then there's something that is not valuable, whether it's the end of the year figs or the end of the season produce like grapes. So the Brisa tells us, Bizman shebalabais makpir aleim, if the balabait, meaning if the owner of the field cares about them, the stuff that is not valuable, if he does care about it, then asuri mishom gezel, they are forbidden to be stolen, meaning they're considered the property of the owner, v'chayavim b'masir, and also the owner is required to give masir because they are considered his property, because he cares about them. However, and this is the important point, says the Brisa, Bizman she'ein balabait makpir aleim, but if the balabait does not care about them, he doesn't go out of his way to show that he cares about this insignificant produce that is growing in the field that is being watched indirectly, then mutar mishum gezel, it is permissible to steal them because that's not considered stealing, uptur mishum masir, and also the owner is not required to give masir because that's not considered his. The fact that they're inside the field and they're being protected with the valuable produce doesn't automatically mean that the insignificant produce, the one that is undeveloped, is also important. It's not, only if the owner really cares about them. So from this Braita we see clearly that indirect watching by itself is not enough to make something important. It remains unimportant unless the owner goes out of his way to show that he cares about them. So at this point the Gemara realizes that the idea of doing beetle because crumbs might be left behind in the house is not a valid reason. Crumbs are insignificant and nobody goes out of their way to show that the crumbs are important. And therefore the crumbs do not present a problem whatsoever. So at this point we do not know why you have to do beetle in addition to the bedika that you do.